Lee Jongo's morning at Max Planning takes a disastrous turn as her laptop screen suddenly freezes with a malicious virus. The critical files she worked on for weeks have vanished into thin air, and the sinking feeling in her gut tells her this was no technical accident, but a calculated attack. Suspicion quickly falls on Assistant Manager Cho, whose overly casual demeanor seems forced. Jongo notices Cho glancing over her shoulder too often, a subtle smirk playing on her lips. It becomes clear that the workplace rivalry has escalated into something far more dangerous than simple professional competition or petty office politics. Teaming up with her trusted coworker, Keyun, Jongo begins a secret investigation into the security logs. Together, they sift through lines of digital data, looking for the footprint of the intruder. They soon find evidence that Cho deliberately planted the virus and deleted the files to frame Jongo for negligence. To catch the culprit red-handed, they devise a clever trap using the office's new fingerprint recognition system. They leak a rumor that a backup drive contains the only remaining evidence of the sabotage. Now, all they have to do is wait for Cho to take the bait under the cover of night. The plan works perfectly, as Cho is caught in the act of trying to bypass the security system late at night. The digital logs record her unauthorized access, leaving her with no excuses. Jongo steps out from the shadows, the evidence firmly in her hands, as Cho's face turns pale with horror. Following the exposure of her crimes, Cho is stripped of her responsibilities and transferred to the remote management headquarters. The office atmosphere shifts as Jongo is finally vindicated. However, the victory feels hollow as Jongo realizes that the real challenges in her personal life are just beginning to surface. Meanwhile, director Young Ji-hoon remains an enigma to everyone at the firm. Known for his cold and detached demeanor, he manages with an iron fist. Yet, in his private moments, he shows a subtle, unexpected care for Jongo, leaving her confused about his true intentions and their shifting dynamic. During a quiet moment in his office, Jongo confesses that Ji-hoon bears a striking resemblance to her late father. The revelation visibly shocks the director, causing a crack in his icy exterior. For a fleeting second, his composure wavers as he searches his mind for a connection he cannot find. Ji-hoon suffers from a mysterious gap in his memory, caused by a traumatic accident 7 years ago. He struggles to piece together his past, unaware that Jongo might be the key to unlocking it. The silence between them is heavy, with the weight of forgotten promises and a shared history. Hoping to spark his memory, Jongo takes Ji-hoon to a traditional restaurant she used to frequent with her father. As they share a meal, the familiar scents and sounds seem to trigger something deep within him. It is the first time Ji-hoon truly relaxes, momentarily forgetting his corporate persona. Their burgeoning connection is threatened when false rumors spread through the office, claiming Ji-hoon is engaged to the wealthy Chaeun-bae. The gossip mill is relentless, and Jongo feels a sharp pang of betrayal, questioning if she was wrong to trust the cold director with her heart's secrets. Jongo accidentally overhears Ji-hoon in a heated argument, where he firmly declares that he has no intention of marrying Eun-bae. Relief washes over her as she realizes the rumors were entirely fabricated. However, the intensity of his rejection hints at a much deeper conflict within his powerful family. Driven by a mix of anger and longing, Jongo confronts Ji-hoon about his cold behavior and the confusion he causes her. This leads to a vulnerable, emotional interaction where the walls between them finally crumble. In this moment, they are no longer director and employee, but two souls seeking comfort. The atmosphere changes entirely when Jongo accidentally reveals that she has a daughter named Yena. Ji-hoon is stunned by the news, as he never suspected Jongo was a mother. This secret adds a new layer of complexity to their relationship, forcing Ji-hoon to reconsider everything he knows about her. Surprisingly, the mention of Yena triggers a buried memory for Ji-hoon. He recalls a vague promise he once made to visit a child, a promise that has haunted his dreams for years. He begins to wonder if his past and Jongo's life were intertwined long before they met at Max Planning. When Jongo's mother suddenly falls ill, Ji-hoon is the first person to step in and help. He coordinates the medical care and stays by Jongo's side, proving his loyalty goes far beyond professional duty. In the hospital's quiet halls, Jongo sees a side of him that is truly selfless. In a moment of intense emotion during a confrontation with Awful's rivals, Jongo finally declares her feelings. She boldly calls Ji-hoon her man, a statement that shocks everyone present, including Ji-hoon himself. The declaration marks a turning point where she no longer hides her heart from the world. As Jongo tries to leave the scene, overwhelmed by her own confession, Ji-hoon chases her through the lobby toward the elevators. He is determined not to let her walk away without answering for her words. The tension in the air is electric as he narrowly catches the closing doors. The elevator doors close, trapping them in a small, intimate space. Ji-hoon looks at Jongo, his breath heavy from the chase, and prepares to address her declaration. Whatever happens next will change their lives forever, finally merging their past memories with their current reality in a single defining moment. Thank you for following the dramatic journey of Jongo and Ji-hoon. Will their love survive the secrets of the past? If you enjoyed this story of workplace intrigue and romance, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more captivating episodes and updates.